Welcome back, coin collectors and treasure hunters. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of American coinage. Specifically, the 1976 Lincoln penny. Is it just pocket change, or could it be a hidden gem? Let's find out. The 1976 1-cent coin is part of the famous Lincoln Memorial cent series, which ran from 1959 to 2008. This design was introduced to celebrate the 150th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. While 1976 was America's bicentennial year, the Lincoln penny didn't get a special commemorative design like the quarter, half dollar, or dollar. Still, it remains a fascinating coin from an important year in U.S. history. The obverse or front of the coin features a bust of Abraham Lincoln, a design by Victor David Brenner, unchanged since 1909. The reverse displays the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparro. The 1976 Lincoln cent was struck in Philadelphia and Denver, so you'll find coins either with no mint mark, Philadelphia, or a small D under the date for Denver. Here's how many were minted: Philadelphia, no mint mark ***, about 4.6 billion coins. Denver, D mint mark ***, over 4.2 billion ***, coins. That's right. More than 8.8 billion 1-cent coins were made in 1976, making this a very common coin in circulation. Now, let's talk about value. If you find a 1976 Lincoln penny in circulated condition, its value is typically just 1 cent, face value. Even in better circulated condition, it may bring up to 3 to 5 cents from collectors or bulk copper buyers. That's because these coins are made of 95% copper and 5% zinc, and the copper content gives them intrinsic metal value ***, usually around 2 to 3 cents, depending on copper prices. But here's where things get more interesting. If your 1976 penny is in uncirculated, MS-65, condition, its value jumps to $1 to $3. Super high-grade examples, like MS-67 red, have been known to sell for $50 to even $100 plus at auctions. Oh, if you come across a shiny 1976 penny with no scratches or blemishes, hold on to it, or get it graded. Keep an eye out for error coins. They can be worth significantly more. Some known 1976 penny errors include. Here are some quick tips. If you want to collect 1976 pennies, look for red uncirculated coins. They're the most valuable. Check for mint marks and compare strike quality. Use a magnifying glass to find small errors or doubling. Store your best coins in a holder or album to preserve their condition. Although circulated 1976 pennies won't make you rich, high-grade and error coins continue to increase in demand, especially as collectors focus more on quality over quantity. With copper prices slowly rising, even common cents like these might gain more value over time. So, the 1976 Lincoln penny may not be a jackpot in your pocket, but with the right condition or a rare error, it could still pay off. Have you checked your pocket change today? You never know what treasure you might find. The story of the 1976 Lincoln penny is rooted in the long legacy of one of America's most iconic coins. The Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909, on the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. It was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person's portrait, designed by Victor David Brenner, whose initials, V.D.B., can still be found on modern cents. For decades, the reverse side of the penny featured 2 wheat ears, known as the wheat penny design. But in 1959, to mark the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth, the U.S. Mint introduced a new design, the Lincoln Memorial Reverse, created by Frank Gasparro. This design featured the Lincoln Memorial Building in Washington, D.C., and for the first time, Lincoln himself appeared on both sides of a U.S. coin, his profile on the front and his seated statue visible inside the memorial on the back. Now, fast forward to 1976, a major year in U.S. history, the country's bicentennial ***, celebrating 200 years since the Declaration of Independence in 1776. Many coins in 1976 were issued with special bicentennial designs, including the quarter, half dollar, and dollar coins. But the penny kept its traditional Lincoln Memorial look because the U.S. Mint reserved special commemorative designs for higher denominations. The Lincoln penny remained unchanged to maintain stability in mass production, as billions of these coins were needed for daily use. In fact, the 1976 penny was struck in huge quantities, over. This made it one of the most common coins in circulation at the time. But while it may seem ordinary, this coin is still part of a historic moment in American history, a link between Lincoln's legacy and the nation's 200th 1981 Lincoln 1-cent coin, a tiny piece of copper that might just surprise you with its story and value. Whether you're a collector or just curious about the pennies in your pocket, this video is for you. The 1981 Lincoln cent is part of the beloved Lincoln Memorial Design Series, which was minted from 1959 to 2008. These pennies feature the iconic profile of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, designed by Victor D. Brenner, and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, designed by Frank Gasparo in 1981. The United States Mint produced the penny using 95% copper and 5% zinc, just before switching to a mostly zinc composition in 1982. That makes the 1981 penny one of the last true copper cents in American coinage history. There are three main versions of the 1981 Lincoln cent based on where they were minted: Philadelphia Mint, no mint mark, asterisk asterisk, over 7.4 billion produced Denver Mint, D mint mark, asterisk asterisk, over 5.4 billion produced San Francisco Mint, S mint mark, asterisk asterisk. Mostly for proof coins with such high mintage numbers, these coins are very common, but certain conditions can add major value. Now let's talk value. A circulated 1981 penny is still worth 1 cent in everyday transactions. However, because it's made of copper, it's actually worth about 2 to 3 cents in copper melt value, though melting pennies is illegal in the US. But here's the key: if your 1981 penny is in excellent condition, especially in grades like MS65 or higher, collectors might pay 20 to 50 cents or more. Watch out for rare varieties and errors. These can boost your penny's value significantly. Some examples include: look for doubling on the word Liberty or the date off-center strike asterisk asterisk. The coin looks misaligned, die cracks or cuds asterisk asterisk. Raised lines or blobs of metal depending on the error and condition. These coins can sell for $10 to even $100 plus. Proof coins from the San Francisco Mint carry the S mint mark and were struck with extra detail and care. These are not usually found in circulation and can fetch $1 to $5 or more, depending on grade. So, while most 1981 pennies in your pocket may not make you rich, certain conditions, errors, or mint states can absolutely add value to your coin. Always check closely. Let's take a quick look at the history behind the 1981 Lincoln 1-cent coin, one of the last pennies made primarily of copper in the United States. This coin features the iconic image of President Abraham Lincoln, a design that first appeared in 1909 to mark the 100th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the obverse, front side, shows Lincoln's profile and is one of the longest-running coin designs in U.S. history. On the reverse side, you'll find the Lincoln Memorial, added in 1959 to commemorate the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. This design was created by Frank Gasparo and replaced the earlier wheat ears on the back. Now here's an important detail. The 1981 penny was made of 95% copper and 5% zinc, which was the standard composition for Lincoln cents from 1962 until 1982. But due to rising copper prices in the early 80s, the U.S. Mint began preparing to switch to a cheaper composition. That means the 1981 cent is part of the final full year of solid copper pennies, making it a special year for collectors. This penny was struck at 3 different mints: Philadelphia, no mint mark, Denver, D, and San Francisco, S, for proof coins. With billions of coins produced, it was widely circulated, but its metal content and potential errors make it worth checking out even today. Today, we're diving into the story and value of the 1980 Lincoln cent, also known as the 1980 USA 1-cent coin. May just look like an ordinary penny, but do you know how much it could be worth in circulation today? Let's find out. The Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909 to celebrate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. By 1980, the coin had already been in production for more than 70 years. This particular year, 1980, comes from an era when the coin was made of 95% copper and 5% zinc, before the U.S. Mint switched to mostly zinc in 1982. That means your 1980 penny actually contains a decent amount of copper. Fun fact: one copper Lincoln penny from 1980 weighs 3.11 grams. Let's take a look at the mintage numbers. Philadelphia, no mint mark asterisk asterisk 7.4 billion coins. Denver, D asterisk asterisk 5.1 billion coins. San Francisco, S, proof only asterisk asterisk 3.5 million coins. These high numbers mean that the 1980 penny is common in circulation. But there are still reasons to check your coins. Now let's talk money. If you find a circulated 1980 penny, here's what it might be worth: typically worth 1 to 3 cents, mainly for its copper content. However, in uncirculated condition, graded MS65 or higher, the value goes up. 1980 no mint mark, MS65 asterisk asterisk around $1 to $3. 1980 D, MS65 asterisk asterisk around $1.50 to $4. And if you have a proof coin from San Francisco, 1980s, it's worth $2 to $5 or more depending on condition. Watch out for errors and rare varieties. Some 1980 pennies with minting mistakes can sell for much more. Examples include double die obverse, DDO, ***, especially on the date or the word Liberty clipped planchets *BIE errors ** between B and E in Liberty. These error coins can fetch $20 to $100 plus, depending on rarity and condition. So, should you keep your 1980 pennies? Yes. Because of their copper content, even damaged coins are worth more than face value in bulk to collectors and scrap copper buyers, though melting them down is currently illegal in the US. Plus, if you find a high-grade example or an error coin, it could be a small treasure in your pocket change. Thanks for watching. If you learned something new, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss future videos on rare and valuable coins. Drop a comment below if you've ever found a 1980 penny in your change, and let us know its condition. Until next time, keep hunting and happy collecting.